we remind all of you that during these days, your northern hemisphere is going through a process that you call your accumulation of the yin. This is the winter season. This is the time of great coldness, great contraction. All of this contraction and densification is occurring so that a pressure psychically may build within all of you that will then cause a tremendous release of energy in all directions of experience. And we remind you, this is how the source creates. In terms of what you call the one, think of the one ultimately as a zero. And think of all that is as a dot of light that forms within the center of that zero, within the center of that oval. See the oval, see the zero as an ocean of primordial energy. You would describe it as an ocean of the unknown. It is the dimension of source that does not know itself. This energy that you call the unknown, the primordial unknown, creates within its infinite center a point of densification. The yin energy of densification increases and increases and increases until a maximum level of concentration has been reached, and that grand concentration and pressure then emits the opposite polarity, the energy, the light of the known. And in that way, the unknown gives rise to the known. That which is darkness gives rise to light. All things contain their opposite. And during this time, during this winter season, this is when, for those of you in the northern hemisphere, all of that energy, all of that densification that is a yin power is building. And on your spring equinox, all of that energy will be released. I remind you, your spring equinox is technically the start of your new year. Many of you associate the new year with January 1st, but from our viewpoint, the new year technically begins on the start of spring. So this is a time where you are like that unknown dimension of source, the one. You are condensing, you are concentrating, you are densifying all of this unknown energy, this occult light within yourself. These are your secret dreams. These are your mystical dreams. These are the occult dreams of your heart's spirit. All of these energies are being gathered into this point of realization. So be very mindful during these days as to what you internalize. Be prepared to really let things go that do not serve you, especially the things that you are contributing to that do not serve you, the patterns, the thoughts, the behaviors that are contradictory to your true nature and to the path that is aligned with your true nature. Be quick to let those things go and be quick to replace them with the energies that you would like to experience an expansion with, an amplification of. Let those be what you surround yourself with. You will find that during these days, it will be very easy to see what fits and what does not fit. Because you're getting closer to your center, because of this densification process, it's like you are more in touch with your spiritual core, your true identity. Therefore, because of this inner intimacy, that which does not really serve you, that which does not really resonate with you, it will stand out like a sore thumb. It will be incredibly obvious. You can't help but notice it. And it will feel natural to want to let it go. And that will be because you're having a level of intimate observation with whatever that subject matter is. In spring and summer, your energy is more towards the surface. It is more superficial in that way. So these subjects that are external subjects, they are sometimes perceived as being somewhat further away from your core. Therefore, if there are misaligned energies, you may not feel them as much. You may not notice them as much. Therefore, you may not mind them as much. But when you pull all that energy towards your core, that which is misaligned, those energies will really stand out. You'll notice them more. It will feel somewhat uncomfortable. And from there, you'll be encouraged to let those energies go. So how do you let them go? Through process. This is why your species has ritual. Think of how much ritual you create when a person dies. It takes a whole day, usually, for all of the ceremony to take place. Imagine if you honored the you that you're letting go of, that old self, that old identity in such a way. Imagine if you put that much energy and intention into the release. Your releases would be so all-encompassing and so complete, it would literally feel like you have started another life. And that is to truly die before you die, in that sense, to really surrender the old identity, to really let go of the old self, and to really honor it as if it were another person, as if you were truly honoring a loved one who had passed away. Have that type of relationship with yourself. Because if you try to release what no longer serves without fully honoring it and respecting it, then that means you have not fully learned from it, and it will stay in some way, no matter how much you try to shake it off of you. It will only be released through the total knowledge of it. Knowledge requires intimacy. If you refuse to have an intimate relationship with whatever your subject is that you are studying, you will never acquire true or complete knowledge of it. You must have that intimacy with the subject matter you are studying. So when you study yourself, and when you study the shadow, and when you study your past, you have to have that level of fascination, respect, and devotion within you, towards yourself, towards your process, and towards the you that you are becoming. That's going to lubricate the process so the gears of your transformational machine can rotate and interact with one another harmoniously. So, honor yourself in such a way. And the new self that you are becoming, the new self that you are creating, honor that self as if you or a loved one had just given birth to a new child. Think of the rituals that are connected to this experience. And many of you will say, well, that's a lot of work to really give myself that much attention, that much energy. And if that's what you're saying, then I challenge you to do that which I have suggested. For the resistance to it may be the reason why certain things in one's life feel stuck and unchanging and unmoving. When you fully honor that which you are, past, present, and future, the gears of your transformational machine can spiral and rotate beautifully. And all that needs to be for you to fulfill your destiny shall be. And all things that are in resistance to you fulfilling your destiny, they will move out the way instantly. Why? Because when you live in such a way, you are embodying the vibrational signature of Shivai. So all things that no longer serve are cast aside instantaneously, or they know they will be struck by your momentum of alignment.